morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Christmas Eve, y'all. On the other side, watching this very quick. Absolutely. Oh, leave it right there.
Cool.
Welcome back, Fun Fam. And if you're brand new to the channel, welcome in to follow the Bradley's Fun, the Daily Dish with me, Ronnie Bradley. I hope everybody's having a phenomenal day out there, wherever you are. Speaking of the day, as of the recording and live streaming of this, today is the 24th day of December in the year 2024. So it's 12, 24, 24. Not 12, 24, 36. That will be interesting. When that happens, Merry Christmas, everybody. It's Christmas Eve. It is Christmas Eve. 'Twas the day before Christmas, and all through the town, people were stirring to get the last minute shopping down. That is for sure. I am running so behind this morning. You can't even believe it. Nothing is in the right place. I came into the studio. My green screen was down. Wow. My goodness. I'm going to say hi to everybody in the chat here in just a moment. I'm not really excited about the story that I have to cover today because it unfortunately involves the injury of a young boy who I hope is going to have a full recovering and does well. But I don't love it. I don't love having to cover it. But it's local to Orlando. But is important if you're coming here. And a lot of people come to Orlando not to go to Disney World, not even necessarily to go to Universal always, but to do other things. And so we're going to talk about some of those other things and what you always have to be careful of and the dangers that they present. Today's story takes place at a place that I've been to many times. Used to go there almost every week. Everybody have their caffeine. Caffeinate up with Captain. Caffeinate with the captain. Does a super soldier need to drink caffeine after he has the super soldier serum inside of him? I don't know that that's a necessary thing. I'm trying to adjust. Sorry, my nothing is quite right here this morning with where my screen is, my microphone. Hopefully you guys can hear me perfectly fine. You can let me know in the chat. Christmas trees, everybody. Christmas trees. Let's say hi to everybody. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. The first through the door this morning was Mr. Wayne from across the pond, Fairbricks Studio, says Happy Christmas, and so does Carter C. says Merry Christmas. Tom F. says Merry Christmas to everyone, and Little Mouse 27 is in the house and says, hey. I've been really, really busy and have not been able to work on adding the Christmas assets that I have wanted to. Like when I say busy with personal family stuff, not business stuff, unfortunately. So as I am doing this show this year and learning all the ins and outs of how to do a show live like this, there's a lot to it. And a lot of that I haven't really gotten to yet. So 2025 will be about making this a much better show. That'll be one of the many aspects of 2025. Goal-wise for me. Because I want to make it better for all of you out there. Who else says hi? Tom F. Hi, Little Mouse, and hi, Follow the Bradley's Fun. Native Hawaiian is here. He's in the house. Him and his wife are probably watching together. She's very cool, too. Met both of them. Aloha and good morning, y'all. Merry Christmas from the great state of Texas. Tom F. says, hey to Native Hawaiian and Andy W. I am so glad you made it in the house this morning. Merry Christmas, Andy. Good to see you. As always, go and shogi. Merry Christmas Eve, everybody. Oh, has Santa started his journey yet? I don't know what time Santa starts. But let's cover that a little bit too, because I always love to track Santa on NORAD. Tom F. Top of the morning. Dylan Soup is in the house. Hey, Ron, sup chat. Merry Christmas Eve. Equus Heart is here. Merry Christmas Eve. One more sleep until Christmas. That is right. And you've got Tom and going shogi and sipping on a lovely candy cane mocha. So there it is. Wonder where, let me see here. NORAD tracks Santa. So I woke up late this morning. Not really sure why, because I seem to have gone to sleep kind of on time. But I don't have any assets loaded into tabs on the device on my laptop right now. So I'm trying to see if... wow. Okay, so Santa is already on his route. Santa Claus. I don't know what time he left. But if your kiddos are watching, if they're in the background and they want to see this, let's see if we can present it. Because I love, this is something I do every year. And as long as they've had this available, I have always loved watching it. And that is NORAD tracks Santa Claus. Okay. So let's put it on the screen for you guys to see. It's I probably won't be able to share this the whole time just because it is a RAM heavy asset. So let's see if it works. Come come on now. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Took a minute. All right, so let's see why my picture is sort of whited out here. I'm not sure. There we go. All right, so currently last seen in Taipei, Taiwan, and now he is heading for seconds. And for the kiddos out there watching, I like to let you all know that the reality of Santa Claus is that he goes so fast and travels in such a way interdimensionally and stuff, using powers beyond our understanding of physicality and laws of physics, that sometimes these renderings of Santa Claus on his flight are generated by a computer. But that's so that we as humans can understand. Remember, Santa Claus is got special magical powers, kiddos. So you can track him. NORAD tracks his flights across the world, but he is really constantly delivering gifts. As you can see, the amount of gifts given is going up. It's I believe it's at 1,300,000,000. So let's see how many gifts he's delivered so far. Delivered, I believe it is showing 1,322,000,000 and 300, 400,000, 500,000, 600,000. I mean, see, and that's why when you're tracking him here, you see him rendered in CGI, just because there's no real way to show real-time photos of him. The equipment is limited, kiddos, as to what we can do. So I just want to let you know that. So is everybody having a good Christmas Eve so far? I am so grateful for you. Now, because there may not be a show tomorrow, well, first of all, let me tell you what I'm planning on doing today. Let me take this off because this asset and the way the video is playing is probably not helping. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so guys, doctors are calling. Understandable, Tom. You're all good. So I'm tired. I'm tired today, guys. I apologize for my tiredness. Today's stream will stream right into Culture for 15 minutes. And then after that, Culture will stream right into that Park Place Live, which I will be on. And then I might also be on the Pro Show. So I have a busy day today. That's why I'm drinking my caffeine, trying to wake up. I'm going to be sitting in this chair for a while. Oh, yippity skippity. But I want to let you guys know that. So you'll be able to see me all day, whether you want to or not. You don't have to. Tune out if you want to. But I want to thank you, all of you, for being here, because this last year, for those of you that don't know, and please comment in the chat what you think about this if you want. At this time last year, I had been working very, very hard on the channel. A vlog, primarily a vlog channel. That was the whole idea of this. This is almost, it really started out as a channel designed for the whole pixie dust kind of a thing, really. Congratulations to Alex Cutler, and thank you, Go and Shogi, for the gifty. And we'll get to that in just a moment. As a matter of fact, this is leading into a celebration of this, so it works out. So Christmas Day happened last year. That was a year ago on the 25th. Other things had happened. I had my car broken into, and they tried to steal it and didn't get away with it, but it's a whole nother story. It's on the channel somewhere, I think. Anyway, so I was just learning how to do this kind of a thing, and I was not monetized. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas, follow the Bradleys and chat. Hello, Juliet. Telling my story of what happened last year. So it was May. I got going on the channel in 2023 and built it up. And, there's a certain amount of hours and subscribes and all that. And I had over 3,000 subscribers at that point last year. And I'm not sure where I was exactly, but I wasn't sure about my watch hours. And then my watch hours crossed on either Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, and I can't remember. But anyway, I was waiting and nothing had, I remember. So I was told that it can take up to 30 days for YouTube to do a channel check to see if you can be monetized. And so I had put in, it was like the day before Christmas, it was like a year ago today, that I crossed enough watch hours and time, and it said I could apply. So I applied for the YouTube Partner Program, which is monetization. And I wasn't expecting anything back. And on not Christmas Eve, but Christmas night around 8 o'clock, I checked on my YouTube studio on my device. I checked, and around 8 o'clock on Christmas night, I got an email and got the thing on my YouTube studio that I had gotten monetized. So I was literally monetized on my YouTube channel on Christmas Day 1 year ago. And what an incredible blessing that was. And that's partial monetization. I wouldn't get full monetization until February the 1st of this year. But it has been a year of me trying to figure out, now that the channel is monetized, I want to make my living 100% with YouTube. And I'm pretty much doing that, but it's, right now it's poverty level living, but that's okay. But thanks to you guys and your support has helped so much, like this gifted membership from Going Shogi right here. These things help out more than you can possibly know. And so I want to thank you so much for this 1 year of monetization on my channel. Maybe I'll do a special show for that in January. I won't be doing it now because I got to put something special together, but I do like to celebrate all of you because I am so grateful. I am so grateful to you guys for supporting this channel. I'm really grateful for WDW Pro discovering me out of nowhere and inviting me on his channel, because that's helped out a lot. And it's been a heck of a year of me doing the show and getting support. I'm not a mean guy. I'm a nice guy. So sometimes it's hard to do stories that are not particularly positive. I'd love to be positive all the time. It's just that's not honest. And I would prefer to be honest over nice when that's necessary. But I just want to thank you guys so much for being here and for all that you do for the show and for your support and everything. I'm sorry. I'm very emotional. But like I always say, you guys are the energon that makes this guy transform and roll out of bed in the morning. It's true. And anytime things like this, Going Shogi, dropping a gifted membership, or 5 or 10 or 20 or 50. I don't have staccato DDS on this channel, but that's okay. Or super chat, super thanks, super stickers. The support, Nita has been amazing this year. Going Shogi has been amazing. Native Hawaiian is those place. OCDD93, all of you guys that watch, so much support, so much thanks. And for all of that, we celebrate you. And so for right now, we're going to start off with a little bit of a shorter celebration. I'm going to say the longer one for the last bit of the show. But thank you guys so much. And let's celebrate together. Very, very cool. So the next time I can drop a new custom emoji is at the 75 member level, and we currently have, let me see here. Let me see what I'm showing that we currently have 49 members of the channel. So the next time I can do a drop a new emoji, we'll be at, it's 26 members away from where we are right now. So just letting you guys know that in case you wanted to know. Oh man. Okay. I was trying something with a short last night on my channel, and it's I think it backfired and went the wrong way, but that's okay. I don't really mind. You got to try things. You got to experiment with YouTube. It's just the way that it is. And I wanted to, like, I'm telling you, today's show is a little weird because I don't have the preparation that I would normally have, and like I said, I'm also frankly very, very tired. Okay, that's really funny. Sorry, I just looked at something that was really funny. I'm looking for theme park news. Let me look up real quick. And by the way, yes, this will stream right into the Culture Casino show this morning. And by the way, if you guys have anything that you want to talk about, and this is on any morning, this is on any morning. You can always put in the chat something that you want to discuss, and if I can find it, I will discuss it. I'm just seeing a lot of other stuff. I want to bring this up from that Park Place because this is kind of funny. If I can get it. All right. So you may know that Sonic 3 crushed Mufasa at the domestic box office while not being released anywhere else in the world. Sonic 3 was only released in the United States, and I think maybe a segment of Norway, which is odd, over this last weekend, but I think it releases globally like on Christmas. And so this is very, very interesting. This is a story about Mufasa and Sonic out of that Park Place .com. And let me see if I can put this on the screen because it gave me a little bit of a giggle when I saw it. Disney hit with ex-community note for declaring Mufasa the #1 movie in the world amid Sonic 3 domestic dominance. Disney lied, basically. And this is funny. They the most prominent place in the world for movies is the United States, China being next, I believe. So out of that parkplace.com, Disney hit with ex-community note for declaring Mufasa the #1 movie in the world amid Sonic 3 domestic dominance, written on December the 23rd by Mr. Montanaro. Disney is currently under fire on X, formerly Twitter, after the company touted its last film, Mufasa the Lion King, as the #1 movie in the world. The contentious tweet read, "The #1 movie in the world is hilarious and will take you on an epic adventure. Get tickets for #Mufasa the Lion King, now playing only in theaters." Readers added context they thought people might want to know. Full context required here. For domestic box office, Sonic the Hedgehog claimed the #1 spot for the December 20th through the 22nd weekend. However, in the international box office, Mufasa took #1 mainly because Sonic 3 hasn't opened in international markets yet. That's funny. Community members swiftly responded with accuracy notes that provided a more nuanced perspective on the box office standings. In a rare moment of forced accountability, X slapped the community note correcting Disney's allegedly misleading statement onto the post for all to see. According to these notes, while Mufasa leads the international box office, Paramount Sonic the Hedgehog 3 dominated domestically. During the December 20th through 22nd weekend, Sonic 3 achieved a robust $62 million in its opening weekend, nearly doubling Disney's Mufasa, which debuted with only $35 million in the United States. Valiant Renegade, here's his tweet. OMG, the deception is unreal. Sonic 3 is stomping Disney nearly 2-1, but Sonic has not yet opened in the vast majority of international markets. Mufasa, the Lion King, was projected to open $180 million globally just a few days ago, which was already horrific and has since been, and of course it goes on there. Let's show more. Yes, so there's the original tweet, and then there's the community note on it. The discrepancy arises because Sonic 3 has not yet been released in all international markets. A rollout scheduled for Christmas Day. Consequently, Disney's assertion of Mufasa being the top movie globally is technically accurate, but somewhat misleading, as it excludes the pending international performance of Sonic 3. Critics argue that Disney is engaging in semantics maneuvering by highlighting international success before Sonic 3 can fully compete on the global stage. The controversy is further fueled by the performance metrics of both films. Marvin, the movie monster, here is his own tweet. The only hilarious thing is how Sonic is pushing you into the mud domestically. How you doing in the States? Easy to rule the international box office when you're unopposed. Wednesday through, though, your shellacking stateside goes global. Sonic releases worldwide Christmas Day. And by the way, this is going to kill internationally with Japan and China. Come on now. Mufasa, the Lion King. Despite being released in premium formats such as 3D IMAX and Dolby Cinema, which typically command higher ticket prices, struggled to meet expectations domestically. Internationally, however, Mufasa garnered $87 million, contributing to a global opening weekend total of $122 million. In contrast, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 not only exceeded its projected domestic opening of $55 to $60 million, but also received widespread acclaim, boasting a certified fresh rating of 86% from critics and a 98% audience approval score on Rotten Tomatoes. Mufasa has faced mixed reviews, holding a rotten 57% rating from critics while maintaining 89% audience approval score. The film's photorealistic approach has been a point of contention, failing to resonate as strongly with both critics and audiences as compared to Sonic 3, which has been praised for its vibrant energy and faithful adaptation of the beloved character's universe. The backlash on social media has been intense, with many users accusing Disney of manipulating box office data to present a misleading positive image of Mufasa's performance globally. And additionally, allegations have surfaced that Disney is hiding negative replies to dampen the backlash, further igniting criticism. Industry analysts suggest that Disney's strategy to declare Mufasa as the #1 movie worldwide before Sonic 3 has fully entered international markets is a calculated move to bolster the film's standing amidst fierce competition and swing public perception. This tactic, however, risks undermining trust with the audience, as it appears to prioritize marketing over transparent reporting of box office performance. As the holiday season progresses, the competition between Mufasa the Lion King and Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is far from over. The international release of Sonic 3 is expected to intensify the box office battle, potentially reshaping the rankings and further impacting Disney's marketing strategies. Both studios are poised to strategize carefully to maximize their film's performance in the coming weeks. The swift and critical response from community highlights the importance of transparency in marketing strategies. Users have raised questions about whether companies should provide full context when making box office claims to maintain trust with their audience. Additionally, the impending international release of Sonic 3 on December the 25th is anticipated to significantly impact the current standings, potentially altering Disney's marketing narrative. Are you surprised? Sound off if you like in the chat. I'm not surprised that Disney would do such a thing. It is what it is. I am now seeing my beautiful wife has shown up here in the chat. chats and some other people. Let's see who we have. I see Be Our Geist, Be Our Geist, Be Our Geist, put our service to the taste. Good morning and Merry Christmas Eve. And my beautiful wife is in the chat. Good morning, everyone. She's actually out and about doing some last-minute shopping. Stay safe, baby. Please stay safe wherever you are. Equus says, I'm hearing rumors Disney accidentally advertised to not see Mufasa. Is this true? I don't know, but that reminds me of what they did when the Avengers came on to try to advertise for Kamala. And what were they saying? Down with democracy. Vote for Kamala is down with democracy. We do not want democracy. We're down with democracy. Which did not really resonate very well, as we know. Hi, baby. Dylan Soup says, Mufasa in name only. Disney saw the movie adaptation of the musical Wicked was coming out and literally thought, we could do that. They haven't, though. They definitely have not. PETA. Oh, okay. I don't know what PETA means, but I see it there. Anyhow, baby, I don't know if you saw this, but Go and Shogi gifted a membership, which is always, of course, a cause for celebration. There it is.
Is it too much? Too much. It's just perfect.
Oh, this is just the best of my scene. So yes, and let's take a look and see if we can find this. I had not this Tuesday, so we might actually have the final numbers. Box office. All right, so I think we have, I think over here, let me double check this. Share this tab instead. All right, so this is out of the numbers. Sorry about that. Wow. Now I'm tearing up for an entirely different reason. Weekend domestic chart for November 20th, 2024, and this should be closer to final numbers. Excuse me. Looks like the domestic gross for Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is $60 million. $60,102,146, playing in 3,761 screens domestically, while Mufasa the Lion King played in 4,100 screens. So it had a little over 300 more screens than Sonic and came in with a domestic haul of only $35,409,365. So the haul has not met back its budget. It has not met back its production or marketing budget. And typically, to start making a profit, a movie has to make back its marketing budget, its production budget, and double those figures. And once those figures are doubled, then it actually starts to turn a profit. It's hard. It's a hard business, I'm telling you. To actually turn a profit when the budgets are big, it's very, very difficult. So there we are. When you look at something like Red One, that actually bolsters the performance of Amazon Prime, in addition to what they did at the movie theater. So it's a whole different story there with something with a movie like Red One. Tom says we're all on the phone with docs about Linda's treatment plan. Everyone, I pray for you guys every day, just so you know, Tom. I pray for you and Linda, and I pray that everyone will be praying. I'm praying for Raph to continue to recover, and there's a lot of people in my prayers. And I hope you guys don't mind me being completely open and forthcoming about the fact that I am a person who does believe in Jesus and does believe in the power of prayer. If that offends anybody, well, I'm not going to apologize for it, because this is who I am, and we live in a free country, and I don't care what you believe. You're more than welcome to believe what you believe. So there you go. Dan's Life the Kingdom also says prayers for Tom F. and his wife. Equus Heart says, what's sad is there's a big part of me that really wants to like Mufasa. I just wish it had been made better and done in traditional animation. I think that had Mufasa been done in traditional animation, it would be a much better, much bigger movie. Because The Lion King, what made the original Lion King such a perfect movie is the beauty of its animation. That opening scene and the way everything is animated. If Disney doesn't return to hand-drawn animation, I think that they have a chance of really dying out as a company and getting sold off to somebody else. The value of Disney is not the same without hand-drawn animation properties, and it's clear. That is why Make Disney Walt again is an important thing. Let me see here. There's the last story that I'm going to get to today. It's not a story that I'm really loving to tell. This is not, it's sort of a Florida man type of story, but it, fact of the matter is, people who are from out of town probably went to this because it's a downtown thing that happened. And I'm going to share it. And I'm not loving where this story goes. But before I share the story, I just want to let you know what happened here. Let's see. It would still be the same garbage story in writing. Well, the thing is, if it had the teams from the 90s, it might not be. Yeah, with the current teams in place at Disney, that's true, except that the current teams in place at Disney wouldn't even try hand-drawn animation. So I don't think it would matter. If the teams from the 90s were in place, you could actually write a prequel story with animation that would work really well. Just like we had with Lion King 1.5, which was great. Hilarious. All right, guys, we're moving on to the next story, and I just want to warn you, there will be some images that you may see in the story that are a little bit disturbing. Nothing off the rails or anything like that, but they might hurt your heart. So today is Tuesday, right? Saturday night, there was a drone show in Orlando. Actually, people are telling me about it. It was hey, OCDD93, good to see you in the house. Diddy is here for the main story. The main story of the day is a story about drones, but not the drones that we were talking about in New Jersey. Remember those people are looking up and where are these drones coming from? And they're like, I don't know, Chinese or Korean, or I don't know what they were. But anyway, No, this is about the entertaining drone shows that happen here on Orlando. Now, if you are familiar with drone shows, if you've been here, if you've seen them, if you've seen them anywhere, we've had drone shows at Disney Springs. They use drones as part of the show in Universal Orlando. Drones will probably continue to be used in shows. Well, there's a private drone show done for Christmas, celebrating Christmas at downtown Orlando around Lake Eola Park. Lake Eola is a beautiful park in downtown Orlando. I really enjoy going down there. And Saturday night, they did a drone show, and everything looked fine at first. The drones go up in the air, and their lights form images of Christmas trees and Santa Claus and reindeer, and there's music playing, and it's a beautiful thing. Drone shows are pretty cool. They should be pretty cool. Well, however, there was an unfortunate tragedy that occurred at the drone show in Orlando here on Saturday, and I have to cover it because this is local, and my family could have been at this. Hey, what's up, Eric? Good to see you in the chat. So here it is. Out of Florida today, falling drone during Florida holiday show seriously injures a 7-year-old boy. This is what we know. And I might share the CNN story too. This was out of Fox 35. There's an image of the boy. He was hit in the chest. He was hit in the lip. One injured after holiday drone show at Lake Eola, officials say. But it was a very serious injury, by the way. The holiday drone show in Orlando was canceled after some drones fell into the crowd during Saturday's performance, seriously injuring a 7-year-old boy. 2 performances were scheduled for Saturday, December 21st. The second was canceled due to technical difficulties, the city of Orlando posted on Facebook. The Federal Aviation Administration is investigating. Here is what we know. What is the Holiday Drone Show in Orlando, Florida? Well, the Holiday Drone Show is, quote, a dazzling display of synchronized drones flying in formation to create beautiful holiday-themed designs in the night sky, according to the City of Orlando's website. The 15-minute light show was scheduled at Lake Eola Park with performances at 6:30 p.m. and 8 p.m. So what happened at the Florida Drone Show? At the 6:30 p.m. light show at Lake Eola Park Saturday, multiple drones fell from the sky, according to WESH 2. The Orlando Fire Department said one person was injured during the event and sent to the hospital. The victim was later identified as a 7-year-old boy. And just to expand on that, my understanding is that in the course of the show, the drones got too close to each other and they hit each other, crashed in the sky. Several of these drones crashed in the sky and they ended up falling onto the crowd. Boy hit in chest by falling drone during Orlando, Florida performance malfunction. The boy, the mother of the boy said the falling drone hit her son in the chest, leaving an imprint. A blade also cut his mouth, she said. Yeah, my understanding is that the drone itself imprinted on her son's chest. He underwent open heart surgery. Now, how scary is that? They actually had to cut him open to make sure his heart was okay after this drone hitting him. This is where this is hard. He underwent open heart surgery. His mother said the drone hit his chest with such force it damaged one of his heart valves, according to a story posted by WESH 2. This is where I can get into something a little bit different than just reporting the news. You see, it was always weird to me growing up watching the news, and reporters would stone-faced look into the camera and say, 25 dead after this, blah, 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 blah. Did you know, I'm like, and I have the opportunity to now say, okay, this is crazy. We report news and we don't emotionally react to it. What a weird way. I always thought that was a weird way to report the news. Because when you're reporting things like this, they've had effect on lives. Human lives have been affected, negatively damaged. It's just crazy. So why did the drones fall into the crowd? The FAA is investigating the drone incident in Florida. Several small drones collided and fell into a crowd during a holiday drone show over Lake Eola in Orlando, Florida, the Federal Aviation Administration said in a statement on WKMG and picked up by CNN. The agency will be investigating the incident. Sky Elements Drones released a statement after the accident. Sky Elements Drones, that's the company that created the drones in the drone show, later released the following statement, according to a story by Fox 35. Sky Elements Drones wants to extend our sincere hope for a full and speedy recovery to those impacted at our Lake Eola show in Orlando on Saturday, December 21st. The well-being of our audience is our utmost priority, and we regret any distress or inconvenience caused. We are diligently working with the FAA and City of Orlando officials to determine the cause and are committed to establishing a clear picture of what transpired. Millions of people see our shows annually, and we are committed to maintaining the highest safety regulations set forth by the FAA. Social media videos, reactions to accident at Orlando drone show. And this is out of X, Ms. Harmony. This is a holiday drone show that goes wrong. As many watched the show, the drones in the act began to fall, crashing below. Adriana Edgerton, that she and her family were watching the show at Lake Eola when one of the following drones struck her sons in the chest. I don't know if this will play or not. That goes over to X. Yeah, this all says watch on X, watch on X. So that all ends up bringing up another tab when I do that. I apologize. Let me see if we can get it over to. Look at that. Look at these drones falling. That's crazy. Let's see if I can play this again, just so you guys can see it. Full screen from the movie. So there's the drones during the show, and several of them start to look, and they're falling down. You see them falling on the crowd? Look at that. I'm seeing like 10, 15, 20, 30 drones falling. Wow. That's crazy. That is so crazy. A family holiday turned to tragedy in Orlando when a malfunctioning drone show sent several unmanned aerial vehicles plummeting into the crowd, critically injuring a 7-year-old boy. Wow, wow, wow. Here's another one. Look at that. It's crazy. Like, it's just unbelievable. Obviously, you know, people were watching at the time. People were filming at the time. It would not have been surprising for me and my family to have been there. We weren't, obviously, but that, you know, pass holders are blocked out of Disney right now, some of us. So, wow. Lake Eola Park is located in the heart of downtown Orlando, Florida. A sidewalk surrounds the lake. Activities available at the park, including renting swan-shaped paddle boats and feeding live swans. Concerts and plays take place in Walt Disney Amphitheater. Yes, indeed. So this is crazy stuff that happened right here in Orlando, Florida. Let's see. I see some new people that have come into the chat. I see. I'm just backing up a little bit. All right. So Dan's Life of the Kingdom says, how come I didn't hear about this? I heard about it first from my wife, Virginia, and then from Nita, just Nita, who is sometimes in the chat here. So, wow. It's, and then I checked out the story and I was like, I couldn't believe this. I got to cover this. This is why they don't have the drones in Disneyland. There's no empty space over Anaheim that doesn't put people at risk. I mean, that's understandable. Dang, that's sad. Hope he is recovering well. Open heart surgery. Dear Lord, exactly. Yes. Marissa's Yarn and Crafts has come into the house. Hello, hello, hello. Eric Bergen says these drones are supposed to have proximity capabilities to not touch each other like a swarm of insects. Super unfortunate incident. And it was big. It's not as if two of them fell out of the sky. You just saw the video. There was like 15, somewhere between 15 and 30, I would speculate. Poor kid that's going to follow him for life. You don't just simply have your chest cracked open. Yeah, no, that's true. This is I would expect a major lawsuit. Pam Empson, hi everyone, wishing Ron Bradley and family and all the people in the chat a very Merry Christmas. Hope you have a joyous day. Thank you, Pam. I appreciate you coming in. I see you there again. Going Shogi says hi. And this says, who flies drones directly above crowds? I don't see, that's the thing. Like, I don't know. You would think that they would have had the area of the park that the drones were taking off from and flying over. They should have had that area blocked off from crowds. Now, at Disney Springs, the drones take off from a parking lot area, and it's walled off, like with the temporary construction walls that Disney always puts up. And I know this because I actually personally, I think it was 2015 or 2016 during the drone show. I think I want to say 2015. So it's been a while ago, but these drones, this is not a new thing. This has been going on for 10 years, these types of shows. So I remember being in the parking lot one time, and if you've ever been to Disney Springs, I think it's called like the Strawberry Lot or something. It's a lot that's not in the parking garage, and it's adjacent to, when you walk in behind the Cirque du Soleil theater. So that parking lot that's on the ground there, if you go to the backside of that parking lot, you're literally right across the river area from Saratoga Springs Resort. And that's where the drones take off from in Disney Springs, and they go up into the air, and they're over the water generally, so that if they were to fall, they should technically fall into the water. There at I think it's Lake Buena Vista. Yeah. Andy W says, so crazy and so sad. It was crazy. It was sad. Yeah. And what does OCDD 93? It's the plummet ride all over again. Orlando is making a reputation for itself. Oh, wow. That was a bad situation. That situation, remember the boy from St. Louis, Missouri. That's where I'm from. I think he was a 17-year-old, and he was just a very large kid. Like, I say kid because he was 17, but he was much bigger than I am as a man, you know. So I think he weighed over 300 pounds, and he was tall, and he just could not fit into the harness properly, and they should never have let him on the ride. But yeah, and that ride has since been taken down. These types of tragedies should not occur, because there are supposed to be plenty of safety regulations, even though there's a lot of dangerous things out there. I've done dangerous things. I've gone skydiving in my life. I'm the Sky Screamer guy that this show starts with. You see me as a Sky Screamer guy, but when I'm doing it, of course, I'm very much understanding the risks that I am taking in so doing. However, I feel like I do not take a risk with doing this show for all of you, and I want to thank all of you for being here for this show. Before we take off, in case you guys want to get a hold of a hat like this or any of our merchandise, we do have our store at Follow the Bradleys Fun. And I shouldn't have gone off the share screen function, but let me share this real quick with you guys. So we have things like shirts and hats and all this fun stuff available to you. Add this to the stage. You can see there's our spread shop. Now, I want to tell you the quality of merchandise that comes out of the shop is fantastic. This hat, great quality. The shirt that I have is fantastic quality. I need to get a few more. It's really comfortable. Like, I don't like cheap t-shirts that are very, very uncomfortable, and these shirts are very comfortable. I think Go and Shogi can tell you that. What have you bought, Go and Shogi? You've got some merchandise, I know. Which ones do you like? Yes. Fortunately, that plummet ride is no longer available, OCDD 93. But you can let people know in the chat which of the items that you have that you like. I want to get a mug. There's other things. Everything is print to order at the spread shop. Obviously, Christmas is not available anymore because that's tomorrow, and it's not going to get to you overnight because all of the products have to be printed up. So, but here's our Make Disney Walt Again design. Obviously, it doesn't actually say Disney. That's something you read into it, because if you look at the design, it says DIS with a diamond and then EY. So technically, it says Make Diz Diamond E Walt Again. but people read it the way they want to read it, right? And that is to avoid any copyright claims or anything like that. It's not infringing upon the name, guys. But Follow the Bradleys Fun with the fedora design. And here's what that, for example, the shirt looks like. I love it in the darker gray charcoal. I love that charcoal color, especially in a t-shirt. The nice thing about charcoal is that it doesn't get too hot, doesn't get too cool. It's just a nice color in general. And of course, we have the Follow the Bradleys Fun family design. I think that's down here, and you can see it on everything from tote bags to hoodies. And the other design, I need to take that off. This is, this would get people to subscribe to the channel automatically, which is nice, but that's not really supposed to happen. I think Go and Shogi has one of these adjustable aprons. And so these are quite nice as well. We're looking the light gray, and or in the purplish red here. These are all fun. So whatever your kitchen colors are, they will match. And I have a super chat here from Andy W for $9.99. Merry Christmas and God bless you all. Thank you so much, Andy W. And along with the gifted membership from Go and Shogi, that is something that we absolutely have to celebrate because we love celebrating all of you. I think it's time for our long celebration. Shall we hit it? Thank you guys so much. Let's celebrate.
Too much? Too much? It's perfect! Wahoo! Oh, that's so nice. Give me a break. I couldn't be more excited. pretty decent guy, I must say.
Well, thank you guys so much. What time is it? It's 10:34. It's almost time. It's almost time to head over to culture, but I do want to leave you with one more thing if I can find it. And you guys probably know that today is Christmas Eve. And because it is Christmas Eve, Erica and Raph, we've been praying for you. I hope Raph is okay. Good to see you here. And then while you're opening presents or having cocoa with the family, have a listen to Follow the Bradley's Fun playlist. There he is. Yeah, and we've got a beautiful, I think I've got over 15,000 views now on our Magic Kingdom Christmas night thing. So very, very cool. Good to see you. So before I send you over to culture, I know we've had a final celebration. I'm so grateful for that. But I want to leave you with this very, very quickly. And this is out of Luke 2. And there were in the same country shepherds abiding in the field, keeping watch over the flock by night. And lo, the angel of the Lord came upon them, and the glory of the Lord shone round about them, and they were sore afraid. And the angel said unto them, Fear not, for behold, I bring you good tidings of great joy, which shall be to all people. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord. And this shall be a sign unto you. You shall find the babe wrapped in swaddling clothes, lying in a manger. And suddenly there was with the angel a multitude of the heavenly host, praising God and saying, Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill toward men. And it came to pass, as the angels were gone away from them in heaven, the shepherds said one to another, Let us now go even to Bethlehem, and see this thing which has come to pass, which the Lord hath made known unto us. And they came with haste and found Mary and Joseph and the babe lying in a manger. And when they had seen it, they made known abroad the saying which was told them concerning this child. And all that they heard it wondered at those things which were told them by the shepherds. But Mary kept all these things and pondered them in her heart, and the shepherds returned, glorifying and praising God for all the things that they had heard and seen as it was told unto them. This is Christmas. Christmas is not about shopping. It's not about Santa Claus. It's not about who gets the best gifts or how many gifts are under the tree. Christmas is about the greatest miracle to ever take place. A child is born, a Savior, Jesus Christ. That's why we call it Christmas. And he came to save each one of us from an eternal demise without him, which we would have all had to face. And because of him, we're fortunate enough that we make the choice to either face that eternal demise or not. Thank you all for coming in. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas Eve. I don't know what's going to happen. If I'm not here live tomorrow, I might post a premiere or some other type of a video. But there's a good chance that this show will not be live for the next 2 days. However, following today's show, I will go over to Culture, see him for 15 minutes. Then I will be on That Park Place at 11 and possibly WDW Pro at noon. Thank you so much, everybody. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and may God bless everyone out there. And until I see you guys coming into That Park Place and WDW Pro show later today, guys, watch my Gary Sinise video with your family, the retelling of the story of Jesus Christ. Watch that on Christmas Eve. Watch that tonight. That's a really good one. If you haven't watched it already, please do watch it. Merry Christmas, Arlene Navo, Going Shogi, Tom F, OCDD93, hanging with Erica and Raph. We have lots of prayers out for you guys. Andy W, BR Geist, and anybody that is up higher in the chat that I'm not getting to. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. And I just really, really do appreciate all of you for being here. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell. When you click it, you stick it to the YouTube algorithm, and you get notified of all of our uploads here. Follow the Bradley's Fun, whether we're crying or not. I will try to wipe my tears before That Park Place. But now on to Culture. Let Culture know that you are rating in from Follow the Bradley's Fun. Merry Christmas to everybody. To all a good night. And we will see you real soon. Bye, everybody. Ciao.